So here's something you don't see on my channel every day. I just bought an abandoned storage unit and I only paid $30. And I've got really high hopes. In-person auction, obviously the bid didn't go that high. $30, it is a lot of work. Let's see what we got. So yeah, 30 bucks on all of this. I didn't measure it or anything, but looks like about a 10 by 15. What really piqued my interest were the Jordan boxes in the back there. Got a seat there and there. Some kind of case right here, tool case maybe, not real sure. And then this Husqvarna chainsaw, it fits in there. That'll double my money at least. And we got some file cabinets, a lot of stuff, a lot of interesting stuff. There's a chair for a salon. That's going to be fun to move. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff back in here. I got to do some research on, go through it, and hopefully we got some. There's a DeWalt table. There's a DeWalt miter saw right there. If that works, that'll go on Marketplace. There's definitely money in this unit, but let's go through it. So yeah, I spent a whopping $30 on this abandoned storage unit, and honestly, that seems like a great deal. But it was also very overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. This was a huge unit. It's full of stuff, and it was my responsibility to get it cleaned out in less than 24 hours, or I'd have to pay for a month's rent. And I wasn't even planning on buying a unit that day. My buddy Jimmy actually called me like an hour before the auction started, let me know what was going on. And I kind of made the last minute decision to go, fully expecting not to buy anything. But for $30, I think it was worth it. So far, I've made over $3,000 on this unit. And that's right, I said made. That's past tense. I'm going to show you actual sales from this unit, not projected sales, not what I think I can make, actual sales. So let's get into it. First though, let's break down the actual cost because it cost me a little bit more than the $30 I spent on the unit. Like the thing was full of furniture, dressers, and big chairs and that kind of thing. And that stuff certainly wasn't fitting in the Lamborghini. And yes, I do call my van the Lamborghini. So I ended up having to rent a 16-foot box truck from Home Depot that actually cost me $97.48. And then of course, when I returned the box truck, I had to gas it up. That was another $25. And while I was at Home Depot, I actually ended up picking up a big jumbo box of those contractor trash bags. That was another 30 bucks. So all in $155. Still not too bad. Still think it was worth it. Obviously, that doesn't take into account my time, but you know, I sold one item that was $1,200. I'll show you that shortly. And finally, there is kind of one caveat about this video. You guys remember I said that I was overwhelmed and in a hurry to clean this thing out. Well, I didn't really film the clean out. The only thing I really filmed was the clip that you've already seen. But there's enough there to break down what I got, and it may actually help you know what to look for if you decide to go to a storage unit auction yourself. So let's get into it. What really piqued my interest were the Jordan boxes in the back there. Got a seat there and there. First up, Jordans, and there were actually 4 pair in this unit. This first pair, not in great condition, and they haven't sold yet, so we're not gonna count that towards our total. Second pair, excellent condition. I actually think they were new, but they had like some spots on the shoelaces. They also haven't sold yet, so we're not gonna count those either. But I've sold 2 pair out of the unit. First up are these Air Jordan 12 Retro Gem Reds. Those sold for 100 bucks. And then the Air Jordan 12 Retro Deep Purples. Those also sold for 100 bucks. So after fees and shipping and everything, I made $86 on each one of those pair of Jordans. And then this Husqvarna chainsaw, it fits in there. That'll double my money at least. So this chainsaw was actually one of the main things that made me bid on this unit, because if it was in the case, I felt like even if it was rusty and beat up, I could change the carburetor on it and get at least $125, $150 for it. I knew it had to be a Husqvarna, which is a pretty good brand. Well, not only was it in there, it was a Husqvarna 545 Pro Series chainsaw, and it had never been used. Still had the plastic plug over the gas tank. The gas cap was actually still in the plastic. It had never had gas or oil in it. Sold that on Facebook Marketplace for 500 bucks. And that's nice because there's no fees when somebody pays you cash. Also, if we back up just a little bit, this vacuum sitting here, this Stanley canister vacuum, actually ended up selling that on Facebook Marketplace as well. 40 bucks cash. Here's a DeWalt table, There's a DeWalt miter saw right there. If that works, that'll go on Marketplace. And I did actually list it on Facebook Marketplace, and it sold in 3 days. This was a 12-inch DeWalt sliding compound miter saw, and it honestly wasn't in great condition. but I saw new like that sells for 600 or 700 bucks, listed mine for 350, and the guy that picked it up was real happy to have it. And once again, that was cash. Also, if you look close in this picture, there's a part of what I sold for $1,200 in there. See if you can guess what it is. So this was just the obvious stuff, the stuff on top, and you guys see the total down below. I'm certainly happy with that. But I don't want you to think it's all sunshine and roses. There was a bunch of junk in this unit too, like these dressers and coffee table, and there were these two barber chairs. They weren't in great condition, but they were certainly usable. So those actually got donated to Goodwill. And also thanks to Jimmy for helping me load that stuff up. I'm not sure I could have done it without him. And then also like these two car seats, they were not in great condition. Those had to be gotten rid of. The case that I thought was a tool case ended up being a fuel tank. Had to take that to the dump. There were some shelves in the back. They were mainly like broken plastic shelves. Those had to be recycled. The file cabinet at the front, that had to be recycled. And then I ended up giving a friend of mine all the clothes. They'd been sitting in this unit for years, but there was some pretty cool stuff like Polo Ralph Lauren stuff. And he was willing to take the time and clean it up. And I think he's actually made a few dollars on eBay with it. And then when my wife showed up, she actually found two giant boxes of, I'm going to call it food, kitchen stuff. It was like spices and grits and flour and Pam and canned goods, just all kind of stuff that had been sitting in these boxes for years. And it was absolutely disgusting. She took the time to pull everything out of the boxes because they were leaking, had to put everything into contractor bags. Absolutely disgusting. I'm not sure I could have done it. So thank you, Caleb, for helping me out on this one. But let's dig a little bit deeper and I'll show you what else I found. For example, this dirty bag at the front of the unit was actually full of like barber supplies. And I think there was like 14 pair of these Andes or Andis Model G outlier clippers. If you can find those, by the way, there definitely is something to be on the lookout for. They sell really quick. Ended up with 7 working pair, and they've all sold from $23 to $29 plus shipping. If you add that up, it kind of adds to the total pretty quick. One of my favorite finds in this storage unit, well, besides the guns, because there actually were guns in this storage unit, I'll tell you about that in a second, but it was this cardboard box that was randomly sitting on top of this barber chair. And when I opened it up, it was actually full of security cameras, 12 brand new Lorex security cameras. And they've been selling pretty well on eBay. I've sold 8 of them so far at $59.99 a piece. That's a pretty good chunk of change to add to our total. And then another weird one was a giant box that I found in the back corner of this unit. I noticed that it said Casper and it was really bulky and really heavy. And it kind of dawned on me that it's one of those mattresses like you see on TV, and they're pretty expensive. I looked on their website and this one was like 800 bucks, but I couldn't guarantee that it was new and I wanted it gone quick because it was taking up a lot of space. So I listed it on Marketplace for 300 bucks. Had a lady stop by like 3 days later, was fine that it came out of a storage unit, looked new to her as well. She was happy to have it, and that's another $300 cash. But even with all this stuff, I promised you $3,000 and we're not there yet, even with the $1,200 sale that we've yet to talk about. But I kept finding the most random kind of valuable things in this unit put in random places. Like this Bosch laser level, sold it for $119. This Pittsburgh AC manifold gauge set, that sold for $30. There was this new Chicago cutlery knife set, and honestly, this kind of surprised me because I didn't think Chicago cutlery was that good of a name brand, but this set actually sold for $89 plus shipping on eBay. And then there was this random car audio amp made by American Bass that actually sold for $100 on eBay. And then I actually found 4 ounces of silver in a random shoebox in one of the dresser drawers and sold those on eBay for $120. And then there was 2 Traxxas brand remote control trucks. It's a good brand to be on the lookout for, by the way. Both of them were older trucks. One of them was working, one of them was not. The working one I sold for $130 plus shipping. The one that's not working, it's just got a strip gear, so I'm probably going to replace that and keep it for myself. So that leaves the big sale, the $1,200 sale, and the guns left to discuss. But did you guys figure out the big sale from the picture that I showed you? If you look really close, you'll notice that there's actually 2 stands there. And those stands actually go to 2 big 15-inch Yamaha speakers that were tucked back in the back of this storage unit. You definitely couldn't see them from the front. Also, they had these nice covers on them, so they were in excellent condition. I tested them. They sounded great. They were super loud. Listed them on Facebook Marketplace. About a week later, I had 2 guys from a local fraternity come and pick them up, $1,200 cash. They were going to use them for their tailgate parties. Had to be one heck of a tailgate, but that was the big sale. 2 big Yamaha speakers. Excellent find. And last but not least, I actually did find 3 guns in this unit. First up is this little 22 pistol. It's a little revolver made by EIG or EIG. I'm not really sure. It's a German company. I don't really know the value of this, to be honest with you. It's not in excellent condition. Definitely needs a good cleaning, but still a pretty cool find. Next up, found this little 22 rifle made by Marlin. Not super valuable at all, maybe $100 if I'm lucky, if I clean it up, but honestly I'm probably not going to sell it. I'll keep it and add it to the collection. And last but not least, found this Rossi RS-22, another 22 rifle, and you can see it's probably never been fired. If you look in this picture right here, you can actually see the box peeking out, but it had been in that storage unit so long that it's actually started to have a little bit of surface rust right here, but that should clean right off and I can re-oil it. It'll look good as new. Really cool, neat looking little rifle. Also, I almost forgot, I actually found these 3 coins in a random box in this unit, and I know nothing about coins, so they've just kind of been sitting on my desk for a while. So if you guys know anything about them, please leave me a comment and let me know. But this is, I think, a Liberty dollar from 1922. It's another one from 1899, I believe. And then this one is from 1884. So some really cool coins. Like I said, I don't know anything about them. If you do, you can help me out. I'd greatly appreciate it. Leave me a comment down below. So this was definitely my most profitable flip ever. It was certainly a lot of work and it wasn't that easy, but I almost didn't make this video because I didn't want to sound like I was bragging, because I'm not. I really didn't do anything here but a bunch of work. I just got really lucky. I got lucky that I picked a cheap unit with a bunch of valuable stuff in it. I got lucky that I had a friend that thought enough of me to call me and let me know the auction was going on. If it hadn't been for him, I'd have probably been still sitting at home. And also the unit that I picked could have been full of absolute junk. If you guys want to see a video that actually happened to me, I'll put a link in the description down below. So definitely be careful when you're bidding on these units. They can definitely be super valuable and they can also be full of junk. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.